We have another very interesting talk, and the reason why I'm saying interesting is because I spoke to him, and very interesting guy. So the guy who's coming up on stage, he is leading the dydx Foundation in India. dydx is the biggest decentralized exchange in the world. Come on guys, give it up for them. Make some noise, give it up for them. Before dydx, Karan led the consensus in India, ran his own perpetual exchange on the Cosmos protocol, and mines Bitcoin on the side. I like it, I like it. Meet dydx at the booth a little later and get some swags. We all love some free merch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who's always having a bad headache, Karan! Thank you.
Thank you. Can you hear me at the back? Perfect, yeah. Talking about bad hair days, I think I don't remember. Maybe I started in Web3 too early, right? Cool. Can we have the presentation up? By the way, how many of you know about dydx? Quick raise of hands. Okay, perfect. And how many of you have used dydx exchange? Okay, cool. So I can tell you more about the new announcement, the big announcement we had recently, which is about dydx chain. Did you hear the news about dydx launching on Cosmos? Any of you? Okay, all sitting in the front, perfect. So I'm still waiting for the slides to go up. I can quickly give you a background on dydx in the meantime. So by the way, I'm Karan. I'm leading the dydx Foundation in India. So dydx has two arms, dydx Trading, which is focusing on the exchange, the product itself, and then dydx Foundation, which is focused more on the community, the token, and the governance side of things. So dydx started around 5 years ago, and we are the biggest perpetual exchange in the world. And I can maybe, is the presentation? Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can go to the next slide. Perfect. So I think I did mention about, of course, dydx is the biggest perpetual exchange, and the idea, the motor behind dydx is to become the biggest exchange. So the vision is, of course, we are not competing in the decentralized space. We are, of course, competing with all the centralized exchanges in the world. So the idea is to think like 10x bigger from what we are right now. And also there are some cool features. Of course, you can go and check about dydx later, but I can give you a quick background. So we have integrated DeFi with NFTs. There are some cool hedgy NFTs that you can, of course, purchase, flaunt, and also you get some fee discounts on dydx while you are having that NFT. And also, not being biased here, but I believe dydx has the best mobile DeFi app out there, so you can check it out on iOS. But the topic for today, of course, is dydx chain. And I don't know, Vito, I got you covered with the, I don't know if you're here, but I got you covered with the Vitalik's photo. So we started 5 years ago, as I mentioned, and we built on Ethereum, a margin trading platform. But then, of course, as you can understand, Ethereum, the gas fee is very expensive. We moved on and built on Starkware, which is a layer 2 of Ethereum. And as you understand, we need to keep on innovating, right? So right now, the current protocol is built on Starkware, which is lightning fast. And of course, there's no gas fee. But there are some certain components which are still run in a centralized manner, the order book or the matching engine, which is still running on servers. So now we are building this dydx chain, which is going to be a completely decentralized chain built on Cosmos. And that's, by the way, Antonio is the founder of dydx. So this chain would be, of course, fully customizable. And you might ask, why are we building V4? It sounds all cute and everything, but we, of course, want a completely decentralized version where the matching engine, the order book are decentralized in a way as well. And we don't want any central party to collect the fee. So as you understand, dydx is almost doing $2 billion of volume a day. So you can imagine the kind of fee that we collect. So with this new chain, that would be distributed in a decentralized manner. And of course, the throughput, as you understand, we want to become 10x bigger than what we are right now. The throughput would be much higher with our own custom chain. And also, there could be many other products that can be built on top. There could be spot margin, trading bots, and also synthetic perpetuals that you can build and start contributing to the chain itself. So it will become like an ecosystem for building dApps. And you might ask, like, why we are building on Cosmos? So Cosmos allows to build standalone blockchains with strong cross-chain kind of mechanisms. So Cosmos has this thing called IBC, where different chains can connect to each other, and they can like share liquidity and also like easily transfer assets across chains. It's going to be built on a POS consensus mechanism called Tendermint, and it's of course like going to have high TPS, and also it's going to be the security is going to be managed by a set of validators, where the staking token, which would have more, like a lot more use cases and value accrual as well. So dydx app chain, basically what we are calling dydx v4, is going to have like a natural fit for the dydx token, because it's going to be proof of stake blockchain, as you understand. And also the code would be fully open source, so you can of course start contributing, you can read more about how it's been designed, and you can build like cool products on top. And you can use of course like the shared liquidity of the dydx protocol itself, and there would be no gas fee like we have right now. And of course the token holders would be governed the entire protocol. You can define how you want like different mechanisms to be built and run. So you might ask, what's the end game, where we want to be? Of course, I personally believe like DeFi is going to become big in the future. As you understand, DeFi is almost doing like 15 to 20% of entire spot trading volumes are being done on DeFi protocols. And you can imagine in the next 3 to 5 years, this is going to be more and more, this is like DeFi is going to be more and more taking over the market share of trading. And dydx of course wants to be the largest exchange, and that's the end game that we are looking at. So just to end with a few thoughts how you can get involved today. So you can of course go and try dydx exchange. You can check out our mobile app. It's available on iOS right now, and it's going to be launching on Android very soon. But you can of course like check it out on dydx.exchange if you want to try trading, if you trade perpetuals. Or you can of course like contribute to multiple discussions that are happening on our forum. You can participate in governance, and you can shape how you want this new ecosystem to evolve, how you want like the exchange to work for you. So of course you can participate in DAO discussions, the tokenomics, and of course like trading rewards, how they are going to be distributed. We have an ambassador program, and we are also launching a cool program which you can come and ask me later, which is going to be if you want to contribute more as a core member of the community. And of course like other discussions around, even hedges are being discussed actively on the forum. We launched the new version of the grants program recently, so you can do any sort of proposal for the grants. For example, if you want to contribute with research, analysis, or any kind of like build product you want to build, translation, there can be like multiple different things. You can check out some previous grants that we have done to get some ideas what you can do. And if you're just interested in learning more how to trade, how to use DeFi, how to like get involved, you can of course check out dydx Academy. So it has like multiple different courses, and you can read more about how to get involved. Yep, that's me, Karan from dydx Foundation. I won't be taking any questions because I've been told they are like we are running short of time, but of course you can see me at the lunch, and we also have a booth upstairs, so you can come check it out and feel free to ask any questions there. Thank you.